All right, yeah. So, guys, we need to go on a quick journey because you know how they say that scent is the strongest sense tied with memory? Okay.
Yeah.
So follow me on this journey here for a moment. So you walk into a shopping mall, and I thought of this because, we're kind of in that post-COVID. We haven't really been out in public much. Things that we used to enjoy, we, had to come to a halt. So what do you think of when you walk into a shopping mall? Like, this is, for me, what comes into mind. And see if you can smell this along with me.
Okay.
So you walk into a shopping mall, you get a waft of Cinnabon mixed with a small sprinkling waft of Auntie Anne's.
Yeah, that was my first go-to, was that cinnamon scent in
Yes.
the food court.
And then as you kind of circle past Macy's or Dillard's, a small spritz of Acqua di Gio.
What did you?
Yeah.
You know the fragrance by name,
Yes.
Justin?
I own it.
You smell it, you're like, yeah, that's me.
It smells like me. I don't know, that is like such a comforting, I don't know about you guys, but that's such a comforting thought and memory.
I'm just going to the mall. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, the mall can be very comforting.
Yeah.
Too bad a lot of them are dead now, but
True.
Last time I was in the mall, it seemed like there was no stores. Granted, this was 2 or 3 years ago, so it might be worse now, but
Yeah.
I haven't been to the mall in a long time, and the last time I was there, I think it was for Spencer's.
Oh,
to get
yes.
a gag gift.
Yes.
I mean, it's been so long. But not speaking of malls, I gotta tell you something. So remember my fiance?
Yes.
Okay,
Do you remember her?
I do remember.
Okay, that's good.
She won't let me forget her. Famous for the coup d'état
Yes.
incident.
And
She
supporting you
still
on your-
thinks that we're pronouncing it wrong, even though I showed her the video of how to pronounce it. Not important right here, though. And she wanted me to tell you something. Sorry if it offends you, Justin, but she keeps on telling me that you sound like Howard from The Big Bang Theory. What is it?
Really?
She's very insistent that I tell you that.
Okay. I could take it.
You can take it?
I could take it, yeah.
Okay, well, let's just go ahead and start the show. Welcome to Punch the Clock.
Where we insult each other.
To each other's faces through our respective others, and the only podcast that is recorded without permission in a corporate office. I'm your host, Marshall, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host,
Justin. Hey, guys.
and today our guest is Rylee.
Hi, everyone.
Rylee, first question that we ask all our listeners, because you are our third listener, I believe, and our guest. As coworkers, how do you rate us on a scale of 1 to 7?
1 to 7. I mean, I've really only worked with Marshall, and he was the one who trained me.
And how would you
this
rank
job.
that training, too?
Honestly, you did a pretty good job, but there's always room for improvement, so I'll give you a 6.
Oof.
She hit you with an even number.
She did.
It
was not a prime number. I would have
I'm
respected a
canceled.
5 more.
Canceled. Justin, I have not worked with you, so I don't really know you that well.
Okay.
But the small interactions around the office have been good.
Okay.
So in tradition with the prime numbers, I'll give you a 5.
Oof,
Wow.
that is your lowest rating, Justin.
So-
Do better.
So Marshall got a pretty good as
Yeah,
a
6.
descriptor, but a 6, and I got a good.
Well,
but I got a
that was
5.
my training. The training was a 6. We didn't hear how good of a coworker I am.
That's true.
I mean, you make our little clump of cubes. You get us through the day with your little quips.
Thank you.
And your thoughts.
I break up the day.
You do.
I walk into the office. I'm just sitting there. I work. Something pops into my brain, and instead of being like, "Oh, I should bury that deep," I'm like, "Everybody needs to know about this now." Let me kick open your cubicle door and be like, "Hey, do you think Aquaman is for or against global warming?"
I still don't know the answer to that. So
I think he's for it.
you think?
I think Aquaman would be for global warming. It's going to expand his kingdom.
But it's also going to destroy the planet, so he won't have a kingdom.
He has the underwater kingdom. See, unlike humans with rising water, we'd have to go towards more land. Ocean's deep. He can go down deeper. It's going to be less warm there.
So, speaking of global warming, actually, I've been thinking about this. This is the perfect time to bring it up. So,
Well, first we need to know where you are on the Aquaman debate.
Yeah, you have to answer right now.
Right
okay.
now. For or against Aquaman?
Quick, gotta be quick.
I'm gonna say against.
You think he's against it? On what grounds, Justin?
Well, let me finish this thought.
Okay, go ahead.
And then this might help.
Then we'll loop back
be able to
around.
circle back on it.
Basement coward.
So, look, I guess I'm looking for an answer to this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think Bounty, the quilted picker-upper,
Right.
is truly against global warming.
Okay.
And the reason why is because, like, let's say you clean up a spill.
Okay.
Like, let's say you knock over a cup of water and you clean it up with Bounty, the quilted picker-upper.
Right.
And it absorbs all that.
Absorbent as can be.
And then you take that paper towel and you throw it out.
Okay.
What happens to that water?
Well, I'm assuming it would evaporate out of it, right?
I don't know. Like, what
Like
does it ever get, like, put back in to the whole cycle? The whole water cycle?
Justin, I'm going to have to go ahead and assume so. Because you know how, like, you get your clothes wet?
Uh-huh.
And you put them out in the, like, air dryer outside? They become dry eventually.
True.
It does evaporate off, Justin.
So if you were to put this in a garbage bag,
Is your
tie up the
suggestion
garbage
to
bag.
fix rising sea levels is to put a bunch of Bounty in the sea?
Yes, exactly.
And then,
Absorb all the
because
extra.
once you put the water in the Bounty, it's no longer water? Is that
Exactly.
your argument?
I think Aquaman is the one that's kind of monopolizing the whole idea of using Bounty, the quilted picker-upper, who's not our sponsor today, by the way, to
I don't think that
take all the aqua for himself.
Okay. I feel like there's a lot of holes with your theory.
Well, here's the reason
I feel like you're shoehorning the Bounty into this at the very end
here's the reason
of your
why.
Aquaman.
I know about an ant's leg of Aquaman.
Okay. I mean, no one really cares about Aquaman. Let's be real. Dude talks to fish. Do you care about Aquaman?
No, no.
Yeah, no one cares about Aquaman. We don't respect you.
You heard it here first.
Things we don't respect. Our listeners,
We're not
Aquaman, and Hugh
Even
Jackman.
though there are 7 seas, we still don't.
Where did the 7 seas thing come from? Because there's
Aquaman.
way more than 7 seas.
Isn't there 7 oceans or no?
I thought there were 5 oceans.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Indian, Arctic,
Pacific, Atlantic.
and now they added the Antarctic Ocean.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
So, it's
So where
still
did the 7 seas come from?
I feel like I've heard that before, right?
Was this
It's
just
like
an
a
ancient...
pirate thing. I think.
Maybe it's one
Yeah.
of my ancestors was just like, nope, prime numbers only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 seas, cut it
7.
off.
That's it, yeah.
The rest of those are large bodies of water, nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm glad. So where do we come on the end of this Aquaman debate? You think he's against it? I think he's for it. Rylee, what do you think?
Oh God. I mean, now that you talk about Marshall, his kingdom would be getting bigger. That I think he probably would be for it. Then.
Yeah,
That's
so-
twisted, but
Aquaman's for it.
Uh-huh.
Those Atlanteans for it. Oh no, we're losing power in the office again. Oh well.
That's Aquaman speaking to
Moving
us.
on.
he's like, wait, hold on.
Aquaman can control electricity since when? Oh no. Fish power is the worst superpower, right? I can communicate to fish. Can't be that interesting, right?
You
Like,
can talk to sharks and whales.
do you think they have much to say though?
So,
Dolphins are chatty.
They are.
I would assume a dolphin is chatty. Whales, they just seem mournful.
he would want rising sea levels, though, right?
Yeah,
Aquaman?
expanding his like the argument
Okay,
against
okay.
it would
I
be
see.
it is bad for his environment, I guess, but he would have more land,
More ocean for him.
or more water. Yeah,
I got you.
so Aquaman's
Okay.
a colonializer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Then
Cancel Aquaman.
Cancel Aquaman.
I can't come up with a good reason why he would be against it.
It's kind of a wishy-washy question, isn't it? Well, let's go to something that we probably can answer, and that's today's listener mail.
I'm so excited. This is my favorite part.
It's your favorite part is the listener mail? And if you want to send in your listener mail, you can send it into punchtheclocks@gmail.com. That's punch the clock with an S at the end. Because someone else had the original Punch the Clock email, and they won't give it to me. But anyway, on to the question. This one is titled, Who Should Be the Boss of the Avengers? Hi guys, I have enjoyed the show. As you all may know, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Avengers have lost both their leaders, Tony Stark and Captain America. As corporate boys, I know you understand the importance of strong leadership. So my question is this. Who do you think should take over the Avengers as their new leader? Thanks, MCU lover and RVA. Right, well, the obvious answer here is Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, dude
From,
hangs out with Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
He's got a giant gun. I'd respect that guy.
Okay.
This is probably the worst question I could have gotten because I don't keep up with anything MCU. But that is a good point about Rocket. He is a very dominating personality, so
He'd
and
be
he
like,
makes
hey.
decisions quickly.
He's like, we're going in for this. Now, who I think should not be the boss is Spider-Man.
Why not?
Spider-Man too young. No one respects Spider-Man. Dude just falls around.
He was mentored by Tony, right?
Yeah, but he just did whatever Tony wanted. He was just like, Tony, I got this. Whatever. Swing my web. Dude, like, Tony Stark is like, hey, I'm about to take on a civil war with Captain America. You in for this fight? And he's just like, yeah, I'm down. Let's do this. No questions. Peter Parker is a follower.
Okay.
What about... So, wait. What is MCU?
Marvel
comic?
Cinematic Universe.
Okay.
Is anyone in Marvel?
I guess technically you use any Marvel comic, honestly.
So what about oh my gosh, what's that guy's name? Not Daredevil, Deadpool.
You want Deadpool as the leader? Deadpool would be an interesting
He's
leader.
fearless, right?
He's fearless.
Yeah.
He would get a lot of people killed. If you've ever watched the second Deadpool movie, he gets his whole
team killed. I
killed.
watched that last night.
Such a good movie too.
All right, so maybe he's not the best.
Maybe not Deadpool. No, I mean Deadpool would be a goofy leader and a goofy boss. We can agree with that.
But at the end of the day, I think he'd be fine. But not...
He needs some training though.
Yeah.
He needs some leadership training.
It'd be like that boss you have that's really goofy and he's nice to work with, but like no one knows what they're doing, and really your whole department's on like a razor's edge because of it.
Yeah. Okay.
But Deadpool could be a boss. Rocket would just yell at you, so he's gonna be like that mean, angry boss. But he would get stuff done. Now I know the Hulk. We can't have the Hulk as like boss.
Yeah, he'd have communication issues.
Raged out Hulk, just always angry, calls you into your office, be like, Hulk smash! Budget reports.
Not even after he chilled out and became like Professor Hulk.
Now you see,
he was at the end of the movie.
Okay, Professor Hulk would actually make a good boss. I feel
He
like.
would, yeah.
But can you trust Professor? He's got really chill vibes now. I don't feel like he get anything
He's
done.
like too chill.
He's like almost too chill.
Okay.
He would bring you tacos though, as we've seen.
Yeah, that's true.
Slightly crushed.
What about as a woman? What about Black Widow? Again, I don't know anything about these characters, so you all tell me.
I think they killed off Black Widow.
Didn't she just get her own movie?
Yeah, but that apparently takes place before she was killed off.
Oh my god.
Which, by the way, Marvel movies, your universe ever since the pandemic is a complete mess, and there's no excuse for it. We're not going to excuse the pandemic. It's the reason.
How about Captain Marvel?
Ooh. Captain Marvel will be a strong leader.
Isn't she not available a lot, and that's why she's like not in...
She's off in space, so she would be the boss that's like off on vacation or always in meetings, just never really directing anything.
She's very hands-on.
But would be a good leader when she's there.
She is considered the 15 most powerful Marvel women.
Really? Yeah. Powerful boss.
Yeah.
Powerful female boss.
Even better.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess, even if she's out there somewhere, she could still have some sort of communications with them.
People work remote.
Exactly. She's just a remote
People work
boss.
remote.
I mean, when you think about it,
you kind of want your boss in the office, but a remote boss is not the end of the world. It's not a deal breaker.
Yeah. So are we talking about like them, all the Marvel characters working in an office, or are they kind of in their natural?
Well, they said Avengers, but I find it funnier to think that all of the Marvel characters are in an office. So let's go that route.
Okay. That's right. The Avengers. Okay.
What about rest in peace, Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman?
See, I feel like he would be like the perfect choice. He wasn't very hands-on.
And he's literally the leader of
You're right.
Wakanda.
He was the leader of Wakanda. The only downside is he did have some very staunch conservative views where he just didn't want to change anything, so he wasn't very open to change. Okay. Conservative for his country, not... y'all know what I mean. Yeah. But like the whole point of the movie is how he didn't want change. And at the very end, after he kills... what was his name? Killmonger, thank you.
One of the
Michael B. Jordan. Once he kills Michael B. Jordan, he's like, okay, now that I've killed you, maybe we should open up our borders and stuff and be a little bit more progressive and hand this out to people. But no, I think Black Panther is a very strong candidate.
That is a good one, yeah.
So we narrowed it down to Black Panther, Captain Marvel. We do need a third person for our pool for these interviews. Like, let's just say we're the ones for some reason. The Avengers have called us.
We're on the hiring committee.
They've been like, Justin, Marshall, Rylee, we need a new boss. You got to figure this out. Here's $5. Because we'll do whatever for $5.
Apparently.
We're like, all right, we'll get you 3 candidates. All right, let's eliminate Hawkeye.
Okay, yeah.
Just a bow and arrow. He's good at shooting. Whatever. No one cares.
And we're ruling out Rocket.
Yeah, we'll rule out Rocket. He's too angry. He would get stuff down. Now, Groot. No, I can't hire Groot. All you'd ever get is I am Groot out of him.
And Rocket's the only one that can understand him. So
Yeah, you'd have to hire both of them at that point. And the corporate is not going to go for that. What if we eliminate Hawkeye just on principle? We're not going into it.
How do we feel about Thor?
Thor is a pretty obvious candidate. He's been there from the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, promotion from within, kind of.
Promotion from within. He's been there the longest. He's a long-standing track record. Pretty good. He is reliable.
Yeah.
The only problem is he did get into an inter-office relationship with that Jane or something. Was it Jane, her character? Was named Jane? I don't know. Someone correct me. Someone come out and tell me I'm wrong. So he will date the women in the office.
he'll try to.
Try to.
Okay.
He'll flirt, but he has changed a little bit, so he might. Maybe that's why we can promote him. He is a god.
I think we just need some training.
Some training. I mean, the only thing I worry about with Thor is we end up with one of those meetings where it's like a sexual harassment seminar. No one wants to go to those. Just don't touch your coworkers. Thor, let's put him on the short list for our third candidate. Who's our third though? Who are we forgetting? There's so many of these characters. Star-Lord we're going to get rid of. We have shown that he makes poor decisions. You know what? It's been sitting in front of our faces. We hire Thanos.
Oh, no.
Dude knows how to lead. He got stuff done.
What cost?
Oh, wait, is he technically dead? I think he's dead, right? It's like twice over now?
Yeah.
Okay, we can't hire a dead guy.
Also sacrifice his daughter?
He did see, he's willing to make the hard sacrifices.
So
He's willing to get the job done.
can we possibly look to other franchises in the Disney? Because doesn't Disney own Marvel?
Disney does own Marvel, but I think we should keep it within Marvel.
Marvel. Okay. Okay.
WandaVision is Marvel, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about either of those two main people? Wanda and her husband, I don't know his name.
Vision could be a good one. Wanda, she is shown to make some bad decisions. She's going through a lot.
Hot-headed.
A little hot-headed. But Vision, the only thing wrong with Vision is he's a little green, right? He's a little bit new to the world in general. But he did work in an office. We did see that in that show.
He has the most experience.
He has the most office experience. Okay, let's put him as our number 3. Vision is a good all-rounder and very smart person. Okay.
All right, I have one. And you got to hang with me on this one because it breaks the rules of what we established, but I think you guys are going to like it.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about Doctor Strange. You want to replace Vision with Doctor Strange?
Yeah,
let's
definitely.
do that. Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. So, Hancock.
Hancock.
Yes. Will Smith, baby.
Will Smith.
Oh,
No. I'm going to go ahead and veto. That would be fun.
I know that breaks some rules,
It breaks a lot of rules.
but I think Hancock is our guy.
he's the wild card.
We're going for an
Wild
external
card.
hire on this one,
Yeah.
and we're going
All right.
Hancock.
I'm going to go ahead and place my vote against Hancock for multiple reasons. He was not a very good character.
I liked your
Dang.
spirit, but I'm also
I do like the
Dang.
initiative, Justin. We like it, but
we are now the
nonetheless.
hiring committee for you.
Who let Justin on the committee?
This episode I've been nothing but getting crushed from a 5 to sounding like what's his name, Wallowitz.
Wallowitz. I thought that was mean too, but she told me that she thought you would enjoy that. I don't know why. All right, so who was on our short list? We had
Thor,
Doctor
Black Panther,
Strange.
Doctor Strange, and Captain Marvel.
tomorrow. So we got it down to 4. Okay,
4,
who
yeah.
are those 4? Can we eliminate to get it down to 3?
Probably
I would say
Thor.
Probably Thor. All right, let's get rid of
Too
Thor.
much of an
Yeah.
HR risk.
Too much of an HR
Yeah.
risk. Okay, so of those 3, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, and Captain Marvel. What are we thinking?
We didn't hear the argument for Doctor Strange.
Well, Doctor Strange already runs an organization successfully. He runs all those wizards.
True.
Now, he has had some reckless decisions in the past, but that's like all 3 of these people. And he does magic. That's a plus.
Does he does well under pressure, right? Because he pretty much just
like taking care of the whole universe and like
Yeah,
fixing things.
Mhm.
He takes care of a lot of the universe, and during the snap, he was willing to die to be like, hey, this is the one way we can fix this, is I gotta die right now.
Yeah.
He did make the tough decisions.
He's definitely well educated.
He's
He's
reliable.
very well educated. Doctor, knows medical. Elisa, MD or a PhD.
Yeah.
Whatever the equivalent is in magic. I'm not sure. All right. So that's my arguments for him. Now, Captain Marvel, strong female presence. Downside, gonna be a remote worker.
True.
Plus side, military background.
Mm-hmm.
Support the veterans. Black Panther.
He can unify a nation.
He's a unified nation.
People.
Downside, a little bit slow to change.
Mm-hmm.
But willing to do so and admit he was wrong. So that is a good quality we'd like to see in the leader. Do we feel like we can eliminate any of these three right off the bat?
Yeah, I think Captain Marvel
Yeah.
may be a tough one.
Tough sell on Captain Marvel?
Yeah, for sure.
HR and corporate are not going to go for the work from home boss. Okay. So now we got down to Black Panther and Doctor Strange. Does anybody have any strong arguments for or against them?
I mean, both are really, really strong candidates.
These are strong candidates.
I think Doctor Strange has some just additional like skills, but Black Panther I think has the people skills that we need.
He does have people skills. Doctor Strange
He's
is a
got
little
the
rough.
technical skills.
He's bringing all of his tech savvy in.
Yeah, but we need the people skills.
True.
Yeah.
Riley, what do you think on the two?
I'm biased because I've only seen Black Panther, so I'm gonna go with him.
Okay. Yeah, I think Doctor Strange is a very close second for me, but I do think we should go with the Black Panther. I think he's well proven
And
as a
also,
leader.
Black Panther would be a very needed, good diversity hire compared to Doctor Strange,
true.
who would just be another white man in the office.
Yeah, but you gotta remember Doctor Strange does have a disability. He did break both his hands and can't use his hands anymore. That would also be a diversity hire. But I think we'd already decided, let's go with the Black Panther. Someone call up the Black Panther and let him know that we've hired him to be the leader of the Avengers. Also, is he technically still alive in the universe?
I hope he accepts the offer.
I hope he does too.
Is
I
he,
will.
like Black Panther 2, is he still, like, I know they're making a second movie, but is he technically still in that movie or alive, or are they going with a new actor for him?
They're probably going to go with a new actor.
New actor, someone else is going to play something. Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's tentative. If he's still alive, otherwise we go straight.
I just sent a text to his agent and suggested the offer, and the question that came back was, do we have a 401k to offer? He wants retirement benefits.
Oh, well, we have retirement benefits. We're a corporate office.
Yeah.
Got it.
I mean,
Okay.
obviously. And healthcare.
I'll let him know.
Although I'm pretty sure Wakanda healthcare is much better
Probably.
than ours. I mean, they fixed the dude's spine, so. Okay, so listeners, I know that probably wasn't as funny as we normally are, but we did nail who the hire for the
Genuine
Avengers.
discussion.
This was a genuine. We got really deep on that one.
Oh, yeah.
We were like, yeah, who would be a good boss? Listener, we hope this helped you out for no reason. If you would like to send your questions, let us either tackle our best strive at it or get a really bad answer, please send it back into punchtheclocks@gmail.com. Or if you want to tell us why we're wrong, feel free to also email us, or just keep it to yourself. We don't care.
Was that all the mail today?
That was all the mail for today, unfortunately.
Hey, speaking of mail, I think we got to give a quick shout out to Steve Burns from Blue's Clues.
From Blue's Clues?
Blue's Clues. Give a quick shout out to Steve Burns from Blue's Clues. Came out, broke the internet yesterday, poured his heart out. And for children of the 90s, from all of us children of the 90s, we thank you, Steve Burns.
Oh, I totally missed it.
It's all over the internet. You gotta watch it.
I live under a rock, apparently. Like, what did he say, though?
He just said that he, when he left to go to college, he knows that was a very abrupt decision and it took all of us by surprise, and he apologized for that. But that after all these years, what was it, like 15, 20, 25?
Sounds right.
Yeah,
long
he said after all that time, he never forgot about us.
Well, that's nice. Why?
Yeah.
Do you
It
think
was
he actually?
very sweet, and I teared up.
No.
It was a little bit guilt trippy. Like,
How dare
do you feel guilty or something that you're coming out and having to make this statement? I think he's trying to make some sort of like comeback because he probably has no employment, so he's trying to
That's a little.
build up some.
You went from shout out to slam down on this
Very quickly.
You're like, you know what? Screw
Actually.
Screw Steve from.
I didn't think about
Blue's
that till
Clues.
just now.
Why would you? Hey, shout out! We really love this.
We're gonna
one.
build you up.
You have no job.
Screw you, Steve.
Rude.
Welcome to Punch the Clock, where we build you up and then break you down.
Smack you down. Would you like to call him a coward too? Steve's a coward, and I can prove it.
Oh man.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
that's nice. Is it kind of like a "Hey, I'm still here" kind of thing?
Pretty
Or
much,
Yeah.
right?
do you
Yeah.
think he was just doing it to do it, or do you
I-
think he just
I don't
had
know
an
what
agenda?
prompted it. Yeah, I mean, I
It's
don't
the
know.
anniversary, I think. Of the
Oh, was
show. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
gotcha.
What happened to the other guy they had?
Joe and I can't even remember the new guy's name. He's not
Yeah.
relevant.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's still going. That dog
I
is
think
gonna live
so.
forever,
Blue is
immortal.
immortal
Yeah.
at this point.
They did not stop drawing blue yet.
Better question: how do we stop Blue? Blue is an immortal god who's kept us
Maybe
hostage.
Blue should be the.
The leader, he's
Yeah,
good at
well,
problem solving.
Is
He's good at
Blue
problem
a
solving.
Blue is a
Blue?
girl.
Blue's a girl. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what to say.
I don't
Okay.
know if I knew that.
Okay. Well, Steve, if you're out there, you're a coward, and we don't respect you. Apparently, Justin's words, not mine. I say thank you, but Justin really flipped on us. Blue, if you're listening out there, we worship you as our new overlord, and congrats on your promotion to leader of the Avengers. But anyway, I think that should bring us around to our latest segment, because I did not prepare a question again this week. We are going to go to our newest and reoccurring segment, Fight Me Coward. Now, it's been brought up to me mostly by Rylee that I did not explain this game well enough last week, so I'm going to try to do a better job. Super Fight, which, by the way, this is the game that we're playing for this segment. It's called Super Fight. It's a card game you can buy online on Amazon. It's about $35 at most. I think I got it for $20. And essentially, you're given 3 white cards, 3 black cards. The white cards have a fighter, and the black cards have a power-up or a power-down for the fighter. And the whole point is to argue who would win in a fight to the death against each other as characters. We've tweaked the rules a little bit because there's 3 of us playing at once to kind of fit more of our Debate Me Coward format. But it's a pretty fun game. Yeah, so you pick 1 white card, 1 white card, and then a black card, which is a power-up or decrease, is just randomly given to you, and you have to argue it. It's a fun game. Check it out, everybody. There's a ton of expansion packs for it. Rylee, do you feel like I explained it better this time?
Yes, I think you
Does it-
thoroughly went through.
Does it pass your standards,
Yeah.
Rylee?
Yeah.
What pleases you, Rylee?
You explaining things thoroughly on the podcast, Marshall.
This is why you rated my training so low. This is all the explanations you guys like. Just do the thing.
All right.
Just do it.
Do the thing. Well, how do I do the thing? You just got to do the thing, yeah. Okay, anyway, y'all ready?
Ready? Let's do it.
All right, Rylee, you are our guest, so let's have you flip over your fighter and your power-ups and downgrades.
These two?
Yep.
All right. So the fighter, I've got a cowboy who can take the form of anything they touch.
All right, and what was your random one?
In the random one, the cowboy also controls a tween army.
Okay, so you have a cowboy that could turn into anything they touch that controls a tween.
A tween specifically.
Tween army.
They're scary.
Specifically
like-
10 to 12-year-olds.
Yeah, I would say in that, like, yeah.
Yeah.
The 13-year-olds count?
No,
They're
it's teen.
They're technically a
They're
teen.
13 at that point. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's an interesting cowboy.
Okay.
Justin, what you got?
I have a gladiator.
You have a gladiator.
That is 6 inches tall.
Okay.
And the random was everything they touch turns to hummus.
Everything they touch is 6-inch tall gladiator that everything they touch turns
Turns to hummus.
Just loose hummus?
Just loose
Okay, well,
hummus.
you
Just separated like
piles of
just
hummus.
before you know that like that film of oil that
Oh.
and eventually
Yeah.
like sits on the top before you mix it up. Like eventually that's what it turns to. Just
Oh, God.
oil and just chickpea mash just all over the place.
Okay, well, I was going to say it's not a good choice, but when I saw 6 inches tall, but the hummus superpower is very, very difficult to navigate.
Yes, it will be. It will be. What do you have, Marshall?
All right, here's why y'all are all going to die. I have the Kardashians
Ooh, the
Ooh.
whole family.
that can control hair,
Okay.
and they're armed with freeze ray.
A single freeze ray?
A single freeze ray.
Okay.
So all of them have.
I have the entire Kardashian
One.
family. All of them can control hair, I'm assuming telepathically.
Hmm.
And they have 1 freeze ray. Okay. So, Rylee, you are our guest. Would you like to do your debate as to why you think a cowboy with a tween army that can change into anything they touch will be a gladiator that's 6 inches tall that can turn anything into hummus? And the Kardashians aren't with one freeze ray between all of them that can control hair. And they can control hair.
So I think my combination is the superior one because the cowboy can turn into anything they touch. So I think they could turn into a K-pop star or one of the K-pop bands, and the tweens are crazy for K-pop, so they'll listen to anything they say. So then the tweens will attack and defeat.
Now I'm gonna say this though: your cowboy already controls the tween army, so I'm assuming they already are going to listen to the cowboy no matter what.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
But
do you want to like change your plans not to be Korean pop?
no, because
Still Korean pop.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
Korean pop band is part of the plan.
Yeah, I think
because I think the cowboy, the tweens may like potentially rebel against the cowboy if the cowboy gives them like a really sus thing to do. But I think they'll blindly listen.
You're already.
He needs reinforcement.
Yeah.
He needs some sort of like translation.
So you're assuming the cowboy is going to fail with the tweens almost immediately.
yeah.
He's not relatable to them. I'm assuming he's a boy.
It's like, I can
not
control
really-
y'all, but you're not going to listen.
Yeah.
I feel like that really resonates with all our parents out there.
And then what's the tween army going to do? Like, what's the objective? Like,
Yeah,
where's the
how
cowboy
are they
turning?
taking down the Kardashians and the Gladiator?
Ooh, they will just harass them incessantly online. They'll bully them. They'll just
Cyberbullying.
they'll spam their Instagram comments with just really, really hurtful things that will just like cut them to their core.
Yikes.
So your plan is to have a tween army cyberbully everybody
Yeah,
to
yeah,
death using K-pop stands.
Mm-hmm.
That
And the Kardashians really, really care about their social media presence.
so you
Yeah, but-
you might be able to bully the
So-
Kardashians to death.
Yeah.
So, if I may interject on this, so the Kardashians, I think, are fueled by haters.
Okay.
So, I don't know if we want to take the approach of fueling them. We need to find a way to make those tweens make them broke,
Like financially broke?
financially broke. We need to
Get the-
bankrupt them.
Get the tweens to cancel the Kardashians.
Yes, yes,
Ah,
yes.
so get it
Yeah.
trending on Twitter. Cancel the
Exactly.
Kardashians.
Yeah.
That could be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, exactly.
Being led by a cowboy pretending to be a
Yeah.
Korean pop
Exactly.
Exactly, exactly.
star. Okay, that's an interesting aspect.
Yeah, we need to
Get it
make them
canceled,
broke.
drive the Kardashians to suicide. Really horrible
dark.
way of doing
Bleep that out. Bleep that out.
It's really terrible of you, Ryan. But all right, this is a fight to the death, so
You
everything's
said
on the
it,
table.
Not me.
All right, well,
That the toughest part about going first is that you can't,
we
Work off of
should have
anyone's argument.
we should have the person who goes first gets to have a rebuttal at the end. I feel like that's
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
all right. Justin, would you like to go
Sure.
next with your 6-inch tall gladiator that turns
Yeah.
everything into hummus?
So I think the benefit one, think of a gladiator from Rome, right? Like decked out, but just 6 inches tall.
Yeah.
The height as if you were to stand up a dollar bill on its edge.
Okay.
Right? This gladiator can run around, and everything this gladiator touches that's in its way will turn to hummus. So it's almost like if you can imagine a gladiator just running and with their arms out touching everything they pass, and it's an avalanche of straight hummus.
You're
behind them.
hummusing those tweens.
Yes. So the army of tweens
Tween hummus now.
can get. Well, I don't know. Is hummus? It's like a. Do tweens like hummus? Like, would they just up since
I feel like if you turn someone into hummus, they die.
Well,
It's an inanimate object, so yeah, it'll die.
You're no longer a person if
Yeah.
you're now hummus.
or do you think that
We
they would
can
just
agree on
grab
that,
like,
right?
a bag of pretzels and just start dipping,
Go to town.
going to town on that hummus?
I think they're not afraid of hummus.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
they'd
No one's afraid of hummus.
Mhm.
I would be more afraid of getting turned into hummus.
Yeah.
Because that does say everything he touches turns into hummus.
Yeah. I think the tweens will be a little bit more resistant to the hummus than the Kardashians.
Probably.
I think the 6-inch gladiator can really ruin the Kardashians just by turning everything they have into hummus, and they would basically drown in hummus. But the tweens, I think, are going to be a little bit more resistant to that.
Yeah. But what's your plan for the cowboy, though? Because that's who you got to kill.
So,
Who is now currently a
who is
K-pop
also
star.
potentially multiple K-pop stars.
okay,
Multiple
so
K-pop stars.
Okay. So I think that if I were the gladiator, I would go to the K-pop band and touch all of their instruments and turn them all to hummus so that they could not, it would debilitate them. They would not be able to play their music.
Force the cowboy to go back to normal.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
just destroy the cowboy's ability to connect with the tween army. And now the tween army...
Lose the tweens, lose the war, buddy.
Right, exactly.
Then you're dead.
So then the tweens are just sitting there eating hummus.
What?
And
At that point, are you just going to use gladiator skills to kill the cowboy now his defenses are down?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, that's my argument.
Most people would just be like, I can turn them into hummus. I just touch them and we're done. But I love how you went the extra mile.
Well, I was thinking that I wouldn't be able to turn people into hummus, just things.
Okay.
So.
Okay, well, you're both wrong.
Okay.
The Kardashians that can control hair, armed with one singular freeze ray, are definitely going to kill a 6-inch tall gladiator that can turn everything to hummus and a cowboy that can multiply himself into a K-pop band controlling an army of tweens. And here's why. That was a mouthful. Because they're the Kardashians. Nothing has killed the Kardashians yet. Not their career, not them personally. And now we've given them the greatest control ever.
Oh,
their
except
hair.
You know who could?
Who?
OJ.
Oh, no. Well, luckily OJ is not in this battle. There's no OJ factor that's good for me. They can control hair. What do tweens hate? It's looking foolish.
Mhm.
Use the hair. Mess up all the tweens' hairs. They're too busy fixing their hair now.
Okay.
Tween army is now demobilized. I also have a freeze gun that is shared by all of the Kardashians at once for some reason. All they gotta do is hit that gladiator once. Gladiator is now frozen. You frozen in a block of ice, you're dead.
Mhm. Would you freeze the gladiator or the hummus?
I just realized why. Right, if gladiator touches the ice, he's now hummus.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna control the hair.
Okay.
I'm assuming this gladiator has hair. I'm thinking really Fabio-looking gladiator.
Okay.
Yeah. And now we're going to control that hair and we're going to strangle it. Just get it around your neck and we're going to strangle you with your own
With my
hair.
hair. But then I can cut it off because I'm gladiator and I have
And
swords.
look, I only need one Kardashian to do this. We'll put what Kardashian is the most useless? We'll put them on it.
Where do I begin?
Courtney. She's
Courtney.
the
All
oldest.
right, Courtney. We'll just put her on, getting rid of the gladiator, choking it with her hair. Courtney can handle it. Whatever. That just leaves the cowboy. We've already disabled the tween army. So now, with my freeze gun that I realize is now useless against the gladiator, all I gotta do is hit the K-pop stand and freeze them all, and they're all dead. Let's turn back into a cowboy, and the cowboy is now frozen and dead. It's so facto, the Kardashians have now killed both your fighters and are the true champions.
Okay, but the Kardashians fight about everything all the time, so you don't think they would fight over who gets to control the freeze ray?
And that would distract
Oh.
them, and my tweens could go in and just destroy them.
Well,
Or
your
even our gladiator?
I feel like the tweens are still neutralized by the bad hair day.
Mm.
The tweens don't care, though. I feel like they just shave their hair. They would not.
Ooh, that's a good
And
choice.
keep going.
Sure.
Now here's the problem: is like, do I kill a bunch of tweens? No, if yes, we're gonna use that freeze ray and kill the tweens.
Okay.
We're freezing everything.
Yeah. That's
Choking
what-
your gladiator with the hair, that's the answer.
Mm.
I don't know why I'm overthinking it. I got a freeze gun with what looks like unlimited charges.
Freezing. Freezing ability.
Mr. Freeze, just freeze everything, man.
Mm.
Freeze the tweens, freeze the cowboy. Easy peasy. Gladiator is going to give us some trouble because we got to choke him with his own hair and assume he doesn't change it into hummus.
Just instantly.
Mm.
I'm assuming since his hair is on his head, if he had ever brushed it, it would have turned into hummus if that was in fact so.
Well, everything he touches besides what's on his person, I think, is a fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair,
I'd
yeah.
say so.
So his hair is fair game. So
Well-
for me, the mind control.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to turn that into hummus.
Okay.
Yeah.
No hair hummus. Got it.
Yeah. No.
Now
hummus.
this does fall apart if your gladiator comes in with a clean shaven head, and I'm kind of screwed. But I'm assuming this guy is vain because gladiators had to be vain and really
Yeah.
pump up the crowd. You know, kind of like wrestlers today. So I'm
Yeah. You know what I didn't consider was that if the gladiator is riding a horse,
well.
Would it also be a
We didn't
6-inch
give you a
horse?
horse though.
it'd probably have to be
Like just a tiny chariot.
a tiny horse. Yeah.
Yeah, but you weren't armed with a horse, buddy. You're
That's true.
6 inches tall.
You're on foot.
That's true.
You're on
That's true. I'm on foot. Yeah. Okay.
And Rylee, would you like the first rebuttal as how you would handle our strategies?
Oh, man.
I mean, I think I could easily take out the gladiator. All of my tweens would just step on him. They would all just stomp him, and he'd be gone.
But that would turn them into hummus. All he has to do is put his hands up, right?
True.
Yeah. I'm thinking
The
because-
hummus power is seriously overpowered
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah.
because
Who
if
would've
he,
thought?
if he has the agility to weave through because he's so small,
Mhm.
then he could touch a sneaker, touch a sneaker, touch a sneaker, touch a sneaker, boom, hummus.
Nobody wants to be stuck on the hummus.
What if either my tweens or the Kardashians put just like a fishbowl over the gladiator so that he's trapped? But if he touched it, it would turn to hummus, and would he drown in the hummus?
I feel like he could drown in his own
Would,
hummus.
yeah.
There isn't a rule saying we can't drown in hummus. He is only 6 inches tall. This will work against him.
Yeah. But does that count against the rules of having another thing? Another weapon?
Another weapon.
Yeah, the
You-
ball.
You only have a...
What if they the cowboy turned into a bowl?
Oh, yeah, we didn't have a bowl. We never said there was a bowl out there.
I mean, the cowboy can just throw his hat.
We're going to have
over
to
the
assume it's
gladiator.
what a normal person,
True.
unless specified, is what a normal person would have on their body. So probably like a wallet, keys, and phone.
Gotcha.
And then possibly a purse.
Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like my gladiator's done for if he's covered up.
If we can get the hummus on him,
I think he's
we'll be fine. So,
Yeah.
new plan for me now. We're going to take Kourtney Kardashian, chuck her at the Guardian, really just bury him inside of Kourtney Kardashian hummus, taking out the gladiator.
Okay.
You could honestly.
sacrifice a lot of the Kardashians.
I could probably sacrifice a lot of Kardashians for that.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of Kardashians.
Yeah.
There's bound to be some less famous ones I can use too.
Rob.
Rob Kardashians. 'Cause I don't know who that is. Let's get rid of him.
Only brother in the family.
The only brother. Okay.
All right. Sounds like I'm done for.
Are you just going to throw in the towel before you rebuttal?
No, I mean,
All right. Well, would y'all like to go ahead and vote then?
yeah. Let's go ahead and vote.
All right, Rylee, if you would like to go ahead and cast your first vote, remember you cannot vote for yourself though.
I'll go with the Kardashians and their hair control and freeze ray.
Okay. Justin, if you'd like to
Ooh.
Man,
remember the choices. The
cowboy, the Kardashians.
Cowboy that has touched some K-pop musicians and is now a K-pop fan with a tween army.
See, the Kardashians will crush me if they get something over the gladiator.
Mm-hmm.
And they need that tween army. So, gosh, this is a tough one. I think I'm gonna have to go Kardashians on this one.
Just because I gave you a 5.
It probably is. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I was going to vote for the Cowboys, but for the first time in 5 episodes, I've won.
Marshall has won.
I've won the Fight Me Coward, but
Well, you have to submit your vote though.
I would have voted for the Cowboy.
Cowboy.
I think we got rid of the gladiator, but
Gotcha.
the hummus power is overpowered.
Yeah.
It was a tight one until we realized we could drown the cowboy.
Yeah.
But
Then
that's,
after that, I had nothing to come back with.
no, drown the cowboy. You're like, oh no, he's 6 inches tall.
Yeah,
That worked
he's-
against me.
Done for. Yeah.
But that's going to do it for this week's episode. We thank you so much for listening. Again, if you want to send in an email with your questions, you can write us at punchtheclocks@gmail.com. Rylee, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
Very
coming.
welcome. Thank you for having me.
Did you want to shout out anything, or
Where can we find you on social media?
No,
don't want us to find you?
Do not perceive me on the internet.
would you like to
anywhere.
shout out a burrito? Eric did that.
A burrito.
He shouted out a burrito.
I mean, Chipotle has pretty good burritos.
Okay, shout out to Chipotle.
Yeah.
Shout out, yeah.
But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. You can get new episodes every Friday because I'm a glutton for punishment and like to record these on Thursday and release them on Fridays. And you can find us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and a bunch of other podcast networks we don't respect. And as always, this is us punching out. We're going to go punch that clock, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.